this canal. It wasn't completed until 1822, in part due to the workforce managed to stretch the work out for as long as they did. Because when it came time for potato picking and harvesting the crops, they just disappeared to the countryside to do those other tasks. Come back in the winter to work on the canal. But the canal was short-lived because the first trains came to Inverness in 1856. That was about 26 years after the first railway opened, the Liverpool-Manchester Railway, I believe. So it's mostly used now in the tourism industry, like what we're doing today. Well, maybe you can hire a cruiser from one of the cruiser companies, like Cali Cruisers. It's a couple of £1,000, you hire a boat, it sends a lot of money, but maybe 6 of you sharing it isn't too bad. It makes a nice holiday. You might be lucky enough to have a boat of your own, it's even better still. So I'm just dropping down to the Great Glen itself, Glen Moor, and it is an active geological fault line. So we're subject to tremors and earthquakes on a daily basis, but nothing that we have to worry about. Tremors and earthquakes are just so slight, even though they are measured on a seismograph on a daily basis. That house you see over the right there, the house of the current Lord Burton. Just coming up on my left, Dochy Garrett. See one of those lock gates? 29 pairs of these. See the railings on top of the gate? You walk across those railings to get to the side of the canal. Now each pair of gates are 150 feet apart. We'll take a boat with a draft of about 15 feet, so it wasn't exactly future-proof, but it served the needs of the today. Now that gate was closed. What will happen then if a boat arrives at that gate? If the water is the same level on the side of the gate would open. The boat would sail inside, we'll close the gate behind the boat, the water dries about 3 feet. Well, that's level with water on the other side of its opposite gate. When it's done that, that opposite gate would open and the boat would sail on into the canal. I have that 29 times in total, we're travelling the whole length of the Caledonian Canal. This of course is the Caledonian Canal here on my left. And if you look beyond the Caledonian Canal, you can see the River Ness. You'll see where they merge just ahead of me here. This is actually the source of the River Ness. As I said earlier, this is for the lakes, the streams and rivers that flow into those lochs that flow over that weir. This small loch is called Loch Dockford. The Dockford estate on my right. Short, you'll see Dockford House, ancestral home of the Bailey family. The Bailey family owned most of the land to the north and west of here since the 14th century. The present house is of an Italian Venetian design, and it's built in 1780, quite attractive. Beautiful gardens, fine shrubs, fine plants, unusual wooden entrance, nice ornaments like cannons. Low part of the wall here on my right, if you look to the right you'll see that house. There it is there on my right, Dockford House. Now the Bailey family were the constable of Inverness, that's like the sheriff of Inverness. Now the Bailey family name is actually a Norman name, it is a Norman word. And this is where the word bailiff derives from. So you can imagine a few hundred years ago, people owed money. The bailiffs would have gone there to repossess their cattle or possessions to pay a debt. Pretty much as bailiffs would do today. Someone owed money, maybe someone would come to your house, collect your 60-inch flat screen TV to pay off a debt. So it still exists. Well, that's where it originated from, that family. Now shortly ahead of us on the left, we're going to get our first glimpse of Loch Ness itself. A small group of houses just blocking the view. A small hamlet, not really a village. It doesn't have a church, shop, pub or a post office. But not a great view though. This place is called Loch End. Now just ahead of me, by the trees away up there on the left, I want to look through those trees before we turn around the bend. There's experience slightly after those trees. I want to show you Aldowrie Castle. It's a 16th century castle visited by Oliver Cromwell in 1652. Quite a pretty castle actually. If you look through the trees you should see it over on the other side of the loch. Quite fairy tale looking, isn't it? Pretty. This is of course Loch Ness. You can see down below us here. High above me on the right, a lot of people walk along the tops of the hills along there. Glenway. Yeah, I've had people tell me they didn't want to come back on the bus in the summertime. They wanted to walk back to Inverness. I remember the first time someone said that to me, I said, "You joke? It's 14 miles. I said, "No, it's our ambition to walk the Great Time Way." And I came and told me the next day, saw me at the bus station and said, "John, you made it back again." That was quite a relief to did actually. They enjoyed it. They were from Australia, those three lads. They're just coming up by the side of the road here. There's a small stone commemorative arch. I'm just about to pass it, it's got the snow on it. Now this is where they recovered a twin-engine Vickers-Wellington bomber in 1985. It actually crashed in 1940. Now the role of this twin-engine Vickers-Wellington bomber was mostly anti-submarine patrol work. This is what they would have been training to do at that time. Now even today this is still a restricted no-fly zone for commercial aircraft because the Royal Air Force still train along here low-level flying. Quite often you'll see the Tornado bombers flying low along here, usually in pairs. Very low, very fast, very noisy. I haven't seen any today. I saw two yesterday and the Jolly Green Giant, the Chinook. Now this road I'm travelling on, built in the early 1930s, you see the patchwork appearance it has. This is because they're always repairing this road. Because all the water pours down off these rocks, runs across the road, and in a bit of time it freezes. It then cracks, and we end up with all these huge potholes. We actually had extra roadworks again this year. They were digging a trench by the side of these rocks, filling it with gravel to make a soak away. Now they've still got some way to go, so I expect more roadworks later on. But I think it's already made a difference. We come on the right, there's a small narrow road leading up to the hills, leading up to Abriacan. Just about to pass it now on the right hand side. There is a break. This is where they used to make illegal whiskey. And they obviously chose that place because it's far enough out of Inverness to avoid any problems with the law and the excise officers. And high enough that they could actually watch out for those people coming and if necessary dismantle the still and take all the paraphernalia away with them. On the right, turning for the garden centre itself at Breatham. Mostly locals will use this. There's no tourists visit it as well. It's set in about 3 acres and it's a nice thing to see. There's a variety of plants, shrubbery. As I say, locals will mostly visit. Come spring, people are looking for bedding plants. Maybe a new tree or a shrub for your garden, so it's certainly a nice day out. Even if you don't spend anything, it's just a nice drive out, something to do. Now all the way along this road there are actually underpasses that go under this road. And these carry the larger streams under the road and out into the lochs. Now we're actually sharing one of these underpasses. There's a pavement sidewalk to help us get to the other side of this road. Because in the summertime, although this road looks very quiet and peaceful, and no cars behind me, nothing in front, this isn't the case in the summer. This road is really, really busy. A lot of traffic travelling along at 40 miles an hour. People do get impatient. People overtake, generally in the wrong places, and results in long delays where people sort the accident out. And shortly we'll be arriving at the Clansman Harbour Hotel. This is where we're going to go down to the boat. If you want to leave anything on the bus, you can feel free to just be quite safe. And if you need the toilet facilities, they're on board the boat. Should you want something hot to drink, or even something stronger, that can also be obtained on the boat. Now Loch Ness itself, just over 23 miles long. Almost 2 miles wide, Urquhart Bay, and 5 degrees Celsius all year round, so it's pretty cold. If you want to jump